All right, let's wait for some people to hop on. My house is a wreck too, as is my hair. So just ignore that. And I got the Oscars on in the background. I really don't even care about these award shows. But like everyone in my family is like, we gotta watch the Oscars. We gotta watch. Why? Do you meet these people on the regular? Uh-oh, I'm playing with my hair. Wait for Heather to approve this. All right, Heather. All right. Heather must have approved it because we got some people on. Yay! Again, if you missed the first part, excuse my house, excuse me. Hey, Heather. Thank you so much. I see Avery's on, Shannon. Some of my old teammates. Yay. And it's so fun. It's some of my customers, too, that I still keep in touch with, even though I'm on a different journey now. So let's wait till we get like 50 people on and I'll start. Hey, Lacey. Lacey, we need to catch up. Maybe if you can give me a call this week. Obviously, this weekend has been very, very busy. Avery, exactly. That's why I put my hair up, okay? So my hair is naturally curly. I'll probably post some pictures tonight or tomorrow night on my personal Facebook page. But because last time someone had a problem with me playing with it when it was down, and I think I counted, I played with it maybe 4 times during like, I don't know, like a 30-minute live. I think that's pretty good considering most people say every other second. Hey. But if you were counting, there you go. Oh, I thought you said you were bellbound this week. So when I get back, I was like, oh, girl, I'll see you in jail this week. Well, we'll definitely need to talk when you get back. Okay, I'll go ahead and start. So I'm Courtney Harwood. Again, for those that have not met me, I was the first, I was like the 25th or 26th person to hit mentor in LuLaRoe. I don't think they know. Anyway, but I was the first one out to resign. So I wanted to go over a couple things in this group. This group, like I said on my last live, has gotten so much better. I feel like there's not so much like cattiness and infighting between the group. It's more of a coming together, and that is what we need. We are coming together for the common good, okay? Let me go back to a little story. I know a lot of people don't think a lot of sororities. And I've said this before, but I was in a sorority in college. Guess what? Not all 120 of us got along. But at the end of the day, we had our philanthropy and we came together for that, to work towards that, right? So the bickering back and forth, and this is not really, it's more of the admin's place, but I just see it as, a professional thing. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I wrote them down. The first one is going out of business. Goob sounds so funny to me, I can't say it. But when I was a mentor, I will admit, and I do my research, all MLMs are required to take back 90% of your inventory. And there's also a clause in there that they can claw back your bonuses off of pieces sold. So that's nothing new, right? When you signed up with LuLaRoe, you signed a contract that said that. Okay? You signed it. Most people don't read contracts that well. I go over them. So 90% back. Yes, it was slow. I don't really agree with how slow it was. It was faster at the beginning. Let's just say that until July hit. Well, when they did the 100% buyback, I mean, everybody and their grandmother and their dog jumped on it, right? Because if you had any inkling you were going to leave, why wouldn't you leave? Why? Okay? So, before the 100% buyback, this mentor said, and during the 90% and the 100%, time is money and money is time. If you don't believe me, break down how much time you spent doing your going out of business sales per hour versus what you got, versus what you could have got back from LuLaRoe during that 90% and the 100% before they totally, ended it and then got back to 15 weeks of refunding your money. Okay? So I'll be honest with you. I not preached, but I didn't preach a lot in my group. I kept it real, but I said a lot in there. I said, not too much, but just basically going out of business sales do hurt other consultants. Think about it. If you had two Nordstroms right next to each other and one Nordstrom's has a going out of business sale and both have the same shirt, but one is 50% off, which one are you going to buy? The 50% off one, right? But the other person is still struggling to stay afloat, okay? So I still believe that to this day, I get it and I understand. But during the 100% buyback, when they were on top of things, I very much encouraged people to do that. And I said, you are hurting ourselves, the people that are still in LuLaRoe, because you have this awesome opportunity for them to pay back your shipping. Personally, and I'll still say it to this day, I think they were overzealous with that, and I think they were too nice with that, okay? That ended without me knowing. We had an emergency mentor call that night, so I had no clue it was ending. None. I am a factual person. I keep it real. If I want to talk behind your back, I'll talk to your face. And that's why there's a lot of people out there don't like me, but I'll call you out. I don't care. But anyway, I had no clue it was ending. So, a couple things. Someone posted in here today about, it was a passive-aggressive post. Basically, my uplines gave me, so much crap when I was doing my going out of business sales, but now they're doing them. Well, first of all, let's not be passive-aggressive. Go ahead and call it out. 2, you were involved during the 90% when it was not taking long at all that you signed up for and the 100% buyback. 3, you are not one of 2 people in the entire company that can send 0 back. 0. Nada. $75,000 up there, okay? What do you want me to do with it? Do you want me to spend my time now that I'm working my other businesses and seeing them soar, trying to sell them at retail? No, I'm not a consultant anymore. And so I understand where y'all are coming from now, but sometimes on the other side of the fence, it's harder to see it, okay? You've got to think. Pieces left from your going out of business. Guess what? I've never done a going out of business online before. Someone, I won't mention who, deleted all my pictures. And so all I have is what's upstairs. I can't do it online. So really, I'm still in the parameters of going out of business the correct way. Even so, even if I was to do it online, guess what? I have no other choice. So if said person wants to come buy $75,000 worth of inventory, I'll give it to you for half price. Actually, I'll give it to you for a third of the price. I'm doing that right now. A third of the price. Anyone wants to buy the inventory upstairs, I've got some good stuff. 1/3 of the price, it's gone. You can have my coat racks, my hangers, everything. But let me ask you, anyone on this camera right now, I'm not trying to be rude, but what would you do if you were one of 2 people that cannot return any of your inventory, but you still had to work a full-time job? Thank you. Okay? So, do I agree with the 100% buyback being ended so quickly and not being grandfathered in? Absolutely not. Did I speak out about it? Absolutely so. I always spoke out. I always spoke out for you all. And don't worry, I have screenshotted everything for probably the past year and a half. So if anybody needs to ever see that, they can. And if something were to happen to me tomorrow, there are other people that have the backups of it. And there's a safe deposit box that has it too. So I don't want to hear it. Basically, I can back my Morgan, girl, I'm doing less than wholesale right now. I'll admit it. Guess you can't compete. I mean, and guess whose fault that is? That's not my fault, Morgan. That's not your fault. Who's other? Stacy Christine is the other mentor. She left about 8 hours after I did. That is not my fault. That's not your fault. The people that are still in LuLaRoe now, that we don't have the 100% buyback, and that we have the 90% buyback, but that there are so many stipulations behind it, that I saw an email that said, well, this is kind of the best way we know how to do it right now. No. No, 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 no. No. Because what about the other people that you've basically gypped now? And this is the best way you know how to do it? No. Figure out how to do it. Because it's not right, and I don't agree with it. So it's LuLaRoe putting the going out of business retailers in this position to do what they have to do. So don't blame your fellow retailer. Don't blame your upline, your downline, or anyone else. Let's see. Elena, it's not legal. It's not. But unless a class action's formed, then let me just tell you, because of what I spent on lawyers, I've drained my savings. So unless you want to go in together, I mean, we can like pitch in together. It's not. And the funny, when I saw that comment from the person at home office, I about died laughing. I was like, that's the most unprofessional email. Well, this is the best way we know how to do it. No, figure it out. No, 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 no. That's not correct for taxes. Because thinking about it, you're pulling back bonuses that you already paid taxes on. Bonuses before July of 2017 were based off of order-based inventory. So you already paid taxes on that. Illegal. But what are we going to do in a group like this if we are constantly fighting against each other? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. So you can keep the blame game going. And the said person quit over like, I don't know, like a year ago or whatever. I never said anything to them. Guess what, y'all? I don't think I ever turned one person into compliance, ever. Because I would get screenshots all day long, and I'd be like, I don't freaking care. I'm working my business, okay? I'm sorry that I'm on a little rant right now, but please, guess what? My twins, my 4-year-old twins, boy, girl, they need to separate. One of them needs to go in that room. So please, someone, I will sell that to you, $75,000 worth of inventory for $25,000, and I'll pay the shipping. Takers, anybody, just get in touch with me. Second, if you PM me, I do not answer. Right now, there is a criminal investigation going on about my PMs because someone hacked me. And after I open up a PM, they would go in and read it and shared it to other people also. So I cannot open anything until this investigation is over. That could be months because of, like, I don't understand these technical terms, but IP addresses, because I found out that not just one, not two, but 3 people. So one person opened it and said, hey, I got Courtney's login. Go look at this. 2, 3 people, okay? I cannot respond to any PMs right now. So if you need to get in touch with me, text me or call me. Probably the best way. Actually, calling me is going to be the quickest way. Again, my phone number is... All right, second thing I want to hit on is taxes. Okay. First of all, I would suggest you have a CPA. I have a CPA, and I also have 2 lawyers because of the businesses I have. My bonuses were overstated by $67,000. The money they never gave me, right? And my sales were inflated by like 50-some thousand, and I about died laughing. So I emailed eoy@lularoe.com, and they kind of fixed the bonuses to take off what they owed me legally, but they still messed up. And it's funny because I wrote back to them and I said, basically, I am charged by my attorney and CPA to figure out your mistakes. So I'm not going to tell you where you made these mistakes again. I'm going to let you figure that out and email me back. Guess what? They haven't emailed me back. Because they don't know. I could point it right out, but here's the issue. My and other CPAs have been in contact with the IRS. And I think I said in an earlier video, I was in there, and when they talked about, we said LuLaRoe, most people say LuLaRoe. And this lady was like, LuLaRoe. And I was like, oh, you've heard of LuLaRoe? I mean, tax people aren't the friendliest at the IRS, okay? And I was like, oh, yeah, you must get a lot of calls every day. She goes, I can't comment. So if yours is wrong, you have to call in. You have to let them know. They're already onto it. That's the funny thing is when they didn't say LuLaRoe, and they were like, like, oh, again, here we go. Your end-of-year report is not sent to the IRS, but are you still selling? No. I'm trying to get rid of my wholesale stuff. I walked away from a lot of money because of morality, integrity, and people can say what they want. One person on my team said, well, she quit because she wasn't selling much. I cruise qualified almost every month. Some months more than that. That's not it. And I make good money in corporate America. That's not it either. So, I'm sorry being salty tonight, but I'm kind of tired of it because I think it's petty. I'm 37, getting ready to turn 38 years old in like 9 days. And so, tax-wise, you have got to report it to the IRS. Your EOI does not go to the IRS. Your 1099s do. Now, what is happening is that the overinflation of your 1099, let's say, for just to make this easy, let's say LuLaRoe said you sold 20,000, but you only sold 10,000. Well, sure, your CPA can go and report that you only sold 10,000, but guess what that does? Red flags the IRS that this company's reporting 20,000 and this individual's only saying 10,000. That's audit material for the person, not the business. So someone like me, my CPA has already said, you're going to get audited because they still have not fixed this, and they had until February 14th. When they've overinflated between the both by over 115,000, I'm going to get audited. Why am I spending more time correcting their problems? It is ridiculous, but you've got to speak up and you've got to speak out. This is a great group to support each other, but until you can complain, but you've got to do something about it, y'all. You don't understand the force of numbers and what this group has already done. But now I will say, this is in my opinion, legally, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think a lot of the sales were overstated because it was to show that we were not front-loading inventory. They had to show that we were selling more than bonuses were being paid out. That's in my opinion, okay? I am not a CPA. I am not an attorney. I'm not a tax attorney. None of those. But doesn't it make sense? In my opinion, that is the whole issue behind the lawsuits. So there you go. Inflating your sales. Then it goes to more than the bonuses. Ding, ding, ding. Looks like, oh, they're doing more sales than handing out bonuses. Ding, ding, ding. Courtney's not going to pay for it. Sorry. Again, I have to say, legally, in my opinion. Take what you want from it. Okay. Lastly. All right. So, Lindsay, girl, I want to beat my head against the wall. I still am working on 2016 taxes because they're so wrong. Y'all, I got a letter I don't have beside me from the IRS today. And I'm having to pay extension fees, and then there's another fee you have to pay. I would love to bill LuLaRoe for that. Because it's ridiculous that because I'm still dealing with it, now I have to do 2017 also and pay this money. And I'm going to have to file an extension on 2017 because 2016 has not been clarified correctly. Ridiculous. But it's not like I can bill them back. So I'm just incurring expenses. So please make it be known. Make it be known. Contact the IRS. You've got to. And I'm not sitting here trying to make a company go down. But when they wrong you and it is affecting your family and your money, don't mess with my money. Do not. Because that in turn affects my children. Okay? Thank you. So, again, I'm being salty and real tonight. Lastly, I make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. If you don't make mistakes, then please stand up. Like Slim Shady says, please stand up, okay? When I was a mentor, I'm sure there are posts that I could go back and be like, why did I post that? Maybe I should have posted it this way. But maybe not bring up stuff from like a year or two ago. Not really relevant now. Own your data and don't be passive aggressive. Because I was going to make a post tonight on my personal Facebook page saying something like, I can't stand passive aggressive posts. This is my passive aggressive post, basically. Just reach out to me, call me. I'll give you my number. The easiest way to do it is to call me, because going back and forth through text, remember I can't do PMs, takes more time than you will ever know. I've analyzed this data. I love analyzing data. That's my thing. So anyway, I kind of want to end it with that. Y'all probably think, whoa, this girl is a biatch right now. But like I said, there's things that I supported LuLaRoe on. There's things that I supported myself on when I said, because I had no idea what was coming. But now we are all in a similar situation. It's not correct, but you have to speak up, not in this group, but outside of this group for anything to get done. So that's my rant for the night. I'm sorry that I'm salty, but if you owe, just look, if you've incurred the fees that I incur, then you could be salty but it was funny because I told him, I was like, no, you go back and find your mistake. I'm not going to tell you. And they haven't found their mistake, and it's huge. 2 of them. And guess what? Then I'm going to have to file an extension. That costs money when you start doing that and everything. So I still say we need to form a group for people that have not had everything corrected, because I think we can take steps to help each other out, contact the IRS and go forward. And also people that never received their bonuses that they were supposed to receive, another group for that too. I just don't have the time, y'all. Like, I am taking the time not to play with my hair right now because that aggravates people. So if one of y'all want to do that, that would be freaking awesome. Like, absolutely, that would be great, because then we can band together like that. Okay, so that's really it today. Oh, and one more thing. I went to a funeral yesterday. One of my dearest friends passed away at 35 years old, and I'm sure some of y'all know that. And I'm not overly religious, but the minister said something. We've all heard that tomorrow is not promised, he said. But think about it. Neither is the rest of today. And that put so much into perspective for me, because I've lost a lot of friends when I left LuLaRoe and I started speaking out because it's their, quote, full-time job. Guess what? It was mine too. And I was the breadwinner for my family. But if I can walk away, find something else to do and make it work, so can you, right? So I'm making the most of today. And those friends, it's sad because some of them were like my absolute best friends that know everything about me. And most of them haven't shared anything, and I appreciate that. And I wouldn't do the same. I got the same dirt on them. But, you know, if tomorrow I know I've done what I can do and I have all the screenshots to prove that I reached out to all of them and was like, look, friends over business. Come on, y'all. But if I didn't wake up tomorrow, I always wondered, how would someone feel? The person that passed away yesterday, it's hard for anyone to say a bad word about him because he was always so smiley and chipper, to the point where I had to be like, calm down, okay? You know, he was awesome. But think about that. It's not just about tomorrow. It's about living the end of today. So be nicer to each other is all I have to say. Passive aggressive, especially when you're older, not cool. But I'm not right about everything. I make mistakes. I'll make mistakes in here too. Not everything I probably said in this live video tonight was what you wanted to hear, what you think is correct. But It's coming from me, and this is coming from my heart. So thank you to the admins again that run this page and that devote their time. Some of them have like 3 jobs, y'all. Okay? I have 3 jobs right now, but I'm making it work because I can. And so always give a shout out to them too, because they really do such a good job. Good job of monitoring this business. So I want to thank you all, but just think about those things. And like I said, contact the IRS because you'll know what ain't right. They're going to come to your door and they're going to audit you. You're going to have your trash bags full of receipts. And I'm going to have like 25 trash bags. I'm going to be like, just have at it. Then they'll probably leave and be like, we can't even deal with this. So anyway, all right, we'll get it done and we'll get it done together. And that's what this group is for. So everybody have a good rest of your Sunday. Monday's tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. I said no one. All right, everybody have a good night. Bye, y'all.